So I am sacrificing my skin so I can have some good lighting for this video. Otherwise, I would not have my face in the sun. I'm glad I put on some SPF, but I also put on retinol last night. I don't really want to be in the sun, but I'm in the sun because I want to get some good lighting. So what's up, you all? I want to talk about some things you can do on your day off. I hope y'all can hear me. I am close to a Hobby Lobby. And I've been thinking about Hobby Lobby. I've been watching, so random, but I've been watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Yes, I know I'm born in the 90s. I'm a millennial. And I've been watching Buffy, and it's just so many things are brewing up in my mind. And so I thought, let me get out today, get out the house. I did some writing today. I want to talk about what you should do on your days off from work. Now, for me, I'm off. I only work 2 days a week. So I'm off all the dang on time. There are certain days where I have to take a rest day, and then I have to do a recoup day, and then I have to do like a prep day to prep for work. So today is like my prep day, going into Friday because I work Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday is going to be my rest day. I have a day that I take off. I suggest that you have a day that you take off. When I say off, I mean off. Capital F's, meaning you're off. You ain't doing nothing for nobody, nothing for nobody. The most I would do on my days off is cook for my kids because them kids gotta eat. Okay, the kids gotta eat. I'll get up and make them something to eat for dinner. No other meal. Sometimes I do breakfast too. If I get off and I'm feeling it, and I'm like, let me make y'all some pancakes before I go to sleep, and I'm in my like manic phase because I'm a night nurse. Sometimes you have like a manic phase as a night nurse where you have all this like crackhead energy, and then you have like the crash. Like she gonna have to crash out. Like she just crashes out. I have my crash out times where I'm just like dead to the world. So Sundays are my rest days. I'll get up and I'll cook for them. And then if I try not to do like this, I've gotten better, but if one of them need their hair done, I'll do their hair before school Monday. But typically I get their hair done before the weekend because I know I work. So you really have to, if you really want to deal with time management, like there's ways. Like you can block it up into certain days, base things that you know you got to do, and you do them on certain days. Like for me, Monday is a laundry day. I do laundry on Monday. I try to get everything folded up and put up by like sometime throughout the week, child. But I get a bulk of it, most of it on Monday. Like my kids, it wasn't Monday. I think I didn't wash until like Wednesday this dang on week. And my kids, that same day, I had them sort through all their clothes, pick out all their uniforms, hang up all their uniforms for like a week. Whatever I wash, I had them hang everything up, and that's what they had to do for the like. That took up a good chunk of the night. So cleaning, anything like that, like you want to make sure you have a day where you're cleaning. You know, you're going out, doing your shopping. Maybe you already got paid that Friday, and then by that Monday, you're good. The money is there. You go do your shopping, you go ahead and you clean. Like make that a day where you're just like, bitch, I just gotta get through this day. So you take whatever you need to have some energy and you do it. Now every day I feel like, especially when you have kids, like whenever anybody living in your house except for you, even you, because one person can make dirt. So whatever you're doing up in your house, have like every day you work on something. Every day you're doing something around the house, you know. And then you have those chores that you gotta do every day, like cleaning, washing the dishes, cleaning off the counter. Like that's something you gotta do every day. Like that's no, you know, there's no debate around that. But I suggest having a day where you don't work. You don't do anything for anybody. You just try your best not to have to do anything for anybody. I'm blessed to have that day because your girl is married and that man be with them kids before he got to go to work on Sundays. And if you don't got to go to work on Sundays, it varies. But for the most part, I take Sunday off, and I've been doing that for a few years because I used to work a lot. I used to work a lot. Y'all gotta remember, I worked full time during nursing school as an LPN. Before I had kids, I worked full time hours as a nursing student. First time in nursing school, and then even with my kids, I was working. So and pregnant and in school. So yeah, it's a thing. So let me see if y'all had any comments. Can y'all hear me? I feel like people are hearing. Nobody's saying I can't hear you. Maybe make sure y'all can hear me. We got some Synergy on deck. Ooh, I love my Synergy. So, like I said, have a day that you take off. You need to have a day. If you are into like caring about what you put in your body, like you don't want to eat junk every day, and maybe you don't even like to um, do a whole bunch of dishes. You don't like to cook a lot, or you just like to have your food available, or you're on like a weight loss or fitness journey. You need to meal prep, y'all. I feel like anybody needs to, because it just makes your life so much easier. Like I said, if you're gonna make the rice and beans, like why not make the rice and beans in bulk, or at least make the beans in bulk. That way it lasts you like 3 or 4 days or whatever. It's seasoned up, it's how you like it, put it in the container. And that's something that I did like last week. I had black beans, I had some corn, I had some onions and stuff like that. I had some carrots that I had chopped up and let those simmer real good, and made some black beans and meal prep that. Them kids was asking for nachos. Boom, I was using it. Okay. I wanted to make me a little burrito. I was using it. Like, I wanted to make me a little taco salad. I was using it. Meal prep will save you so much time. It'll save you having to wash all these freaking dishes, and it saves money. You're not wasting your food. You're cooking your food, and also you can buy in bulk and cook in bulk, right? You can freeze stuff, like, yeah, all the little housewife stuff that they did back in the day, the dang on slow cooker recipes and freezer meals, all that shit. You need to do all that stuff, casseroles and shit. Do all of that. Like, have that in some capacity in your holster, in your roster, that will help make your life easier, especially if you want to prioritize how you eat, how you take care of your body, saving money. You're not constantly having to, or choosing to, buy carry out, or go to, get convenient food, or go to a fast food place. You at least got something in your freezer that you can grab, like a quick little meal, or you meal prep. And you can look at, there's tons of recipes and crap out here. Pinterest, YouTube, there's tons of stuff about meal prepping. If it's high protein, low fat, keto, I don't know, carnivore, whatever. It's so much meal prep and stuff out here, and you can do it. And you don't have to like prep meals. You can prep ingredients, like the black beans. Like I said, I put that in nachos. I had made a taco salad with just like everything, like a salad, like the lettuce, salsa, cheese, sour cream. Instead of sour cream, I got a video. Instead of sour cream, I use yogurt. Like, I got it in one of my Healthy Nurse videos. And then I put black beans with corn. So far, you can add chips and like eat it with like a low carb tortilla if you want. But I just ate it like that. Or you, like I said, put the black beans in with your like a breakfast burrito. You can make like a cheese sauce with it and put it over nachos. Well, my kids love nachos. They eat nachos at least twice a week. And I just put a lot of vegetables on top of it. And do something like that. Meal prepping, you need to do that on your days off. That way, that I feel like that's how you're giving to yourself, is making sure that you're eating food that's fresh, that you're making. You can control the ingredients. Like, you need to be on top of that, because your health is your wealth. And if we sitting out here taking care of all these folks, there's no way we should just be like putting anything in our body, just anything all the time. I get, yes, ups and downs happen, but for the most part, you should be working on your body if you're a healthcare professional, because it takes so much out of us emotionally to take care of people. Like, if you're not taking care of your vessel, child, you're gonna be in trouble. You're gonna be in trouble. So take care of yourself. You can't take care of none of these folks if you don't take care of yourself. So something else you should do on your days off. I do this on the days I work, because when I get paid, I work nights and I'll work a Friday, and I'm a budget whore. I love to budget. So I will look at my budget while I'm at work if I have time between either that Friday or Saturday. So I budget before my day off, but and I would probably clean it up and look at it with my husband. I'm trying to get us back into looking at our budgets together. We used to back in the day, but I just kind of took over. But I still let him know what's going on. We still talk about it, but sit down and look at it. We could do that during the week. So look at your money throughout the week. Look at your budget throughout the week. Look at, are you on track with your financial goals? Are you on track with your savings goal? Are you on track with your debt repayment goals? Like, what is your spending looking like? How much are you spending on groceries? How much are you spending on gas? How much is going into your car? How much longer do you have on your car? Do you need to start a little savings account for your car? Okay, I know this car I got about 6 more months out of it, so I need to start putting up $100, $200, something to the side for this car, because I know I probably got 6 months to a year left on this car, like things like that. Or even, okay, my property tax cost me, I don't know, I wish it was $400. My property tax more than $400. My property tax on my car cost $400 last year. So let me sit down and divide that up, and how much do I need to save each month? How much do I need to save each week or from each paycheck to put aside so we had this money? Stuff like your tax is gonna come up. You're gonna have to pay for your tax. Look at your budget and really start to fine tune it and see how you can really control your money. And I got a whole series planned with that when it comes to money. And because as nurses, we make good money and we can make consistent money. You work in healthcare, you make good money, you make consistent money, you make money on time. You know your money coming. So when you know your money is coming, you can really budget and fine tune it. And even if you don't, like, you need to always know where your money is going, and you need to feel like you have control over your finance. You need to have control because you're putting in all this time and effort to make this money. There's no way that you look up and you be like, dang, I could have had this much saved up, or oh dang, I made that much money last year. Where did it go? Like, you shouldn't think like that. Like that, hell no. I be got Bitch, I'd be damned if I go a year in my life and be like, how much did I make? Where did that money go? Where did we spend it on? Like, no, you need to know where your money is going. I'm just going to say that. You need to know where your money is going. So if you're putting in these works and you got these days off, look at your money, give yourself an hour or whatever, look at your budget, and really start to look at it. If you think you got a budget, look at it again. And like I said, break it down to all those expenses that you know what's coming up when it comes to that car. You know your kids, you're going to have to pay for their school uniforms this year and supplies and all this stuff, and you're going to have to do birthdays and all of that. Add all that stuff up for how much it costs on average a year. You're going to have to buy them summer clothes, and they got to get something, add all that stuff up, divide it by the months, divide it by the weeks, and how much do you, or by however often you get paid or whatever, however you want to do it, and how much am I going to be able to put aside each week? And if you can't meet that mark of how much you want to get paid, okay, you can put something towards it. Christmas, all of that. Just put the money aside throughout the entire year. Budget your money. On your days off, you need to have time where you sit down and you budget your money. Even if you like to look at it every morning while you're learning more about where your money is going. Because like I said, I'm a budget whore. Whore me out for a budget, okay? I will whore myself out for a budget. If I was somewhere that didn't have no paper or pens, I would whore myself out for a piece of paper and a pen so I can write down some shit. Because I love to write down anything. So when it comes to money and budget, I love that. Look at your money. On your days off, I already said on your days off, you need to clean up house. Have a day where you clean. Have a day where you completely rest and you just rest. I mean, like a hush fell over the damn room. Like, you resting. Okay, you ain't got nothing. Nobody. You ain't doing nothing for nobody but yourself for the most part. If you got kids, you gotta do something for the dang on kids, child. But for the most part, ain't nobody getting nothing from you, okay? Nothing unless you want to give it to them. So have a rest day. Have a day where you are working on getting things more clean and organizing your space. But every day do something so you can just stay on top of stuff, especially if you got a household to deal with, child. Other beings living around you, breathing around you, thinking around you. You got to clean up. And then have some time where you're budgeting, and also meal prep and look at your meals and how you want your meals to be more structured. Even if you just meal prep for work, okay, you got to work for the next 3 days. Meal prep and have your meals ready for work, because that's when people do the worst damage. Going to them damn mini marts in the cafeteria and here and there and everywhere before work, after work, and you're getting all this junk and spending all this money. Before you know it, by the end of them 3 or 4 days that you didn't work, you done spent $60 on food. And you could have spent that and had enough food for the week or something, or enough whatever. So probably more than $60. People probably spend like $20. Yeah, $20, $30 a day on food coming to work. Just a little drinks and all this extra stuff adding up to it. No. And then all them calories. It's Snatterdatch season. It's here. So Snatterdatch season is here. You see the sun beaming? Take care of your body, okay? I love y'all. I'm finna take a little time for myself. I told you I was going to Hobby Lobby over here. I'm about to pull up over there, actually. I was just sitting in the parking lot talking to y'all. But that's it. That's all I want to say. Make sure y'all don't have any comments. What's up, learn, hear, and do? I love y'all. I'm about to go. What are y'all doing on y'all days off? Like, what's y'all days off be looking like? I want to know in the comments. Like I said, I get a lot of days off because I work 2 days a week. So I get a lot of days off. But I'm always doing something. Whether I'm doing my kids' hair, doing my hair, going shopping, cooking, cleaning, laundry, videos, bitch. Shopping again because I done forgot something, which is usually the case. I be forgetting all type of shit from the store. And I go to like 4 different stores. So, yeah. That's it, y'all. I love y'all. Thanks for watching. Bye.